with your host, Tupelo Tom Brown, and his ETA friends, Kevin Mills, Alex Mitchell, and special guest, Joe Embry from the San Diego Zoo. And now, ladies and gentlemen, direct from Tupelo, Mississippi, here's Tommy. Hi, everybody.
Wow. First of all, it freaked me out that we came on from that side, because I've been coming through that door for like 7 years, and then they're like, oh, you don't go that way, you go this way. Is the stage, or we're still pointing this way now, right? Yeah, okay, good. Oh my gosh, here we go, we're getting started now, we're in the afternoon, so some of us are kind of a little casual, more casual. Of course, you don't know this, but you can't wear an ascot before 5, so I had to go with this, because ascots will be here this week. And I want to thank you for being here for conversations. You heard who's going to be here, and I know there's things you could be doing. We invite you to take as many pictures as you want, videos, whatever you'd like to do. But just please no Amazon Prime shopping, because this is day 2 of Prime Days, and I know you want to get those deals, but they'll still be there till midnight. So, oh, you shopped this morning, okay. Now, we will accept deliveries at the front, so if anybody has anything they want to do. How's everybody been? I feel like we're kind of a circus that goes town to town, and a lot of you are working in the circus with us. We have a lot of things planned for tonight. We've got conversations, like we said, around 7:30. We're going to be back with Elvis by request. Requests that you guys have sent in. We've got Finley Watkins going to be here, Braxton Sykes, Emilio Santoro, Riley Jenkins, and Bill Cherry. And then around 8:30, we're going to have the 55th anniversary of American Sound Sessions with Ben Thompson. And there you go. Oh, get on the line track. I wish there was something going on in politics we could talk about, but there's not. There is an ice cream machine, or an ice cream, well, there is a machine in the truck, but there's an ice cream truck outside, and we just want to be sure that all week you remember about the ice cream, because they might bring us some free stuff back here, so we really appreciate it. You know, you were looking at the news, I'm sure you've been watching the news, and there's just so much going on in the world, and this is kind of a time to get away from all that, and then it's just a time to hear Elvis music with some of our favorite people. But I did want to let you know, though, I've been doing some research, where we are in the timeline of the world. If we can go to that first slide there. This is the futuristic movie timeline. I don't know if you can see this, but these are science fiction movies and the years they were set. And we just left Soylent Green. We're getting ready to go into Children of Men, and then 12 Monkeys in 2028. So, yeah, all the way down at the bottom, that's Planet of the Apes. So we haven't gotten there. Most of us won't be around for that. So, all right. Now, there are some things I wanted to tell you. This is a new city for a lot of you, and there's I don't know if you've noticed this or not, but Florida ain't like everywhere else. You know? Like these pop-up showers. Not like everywhere else. There is a sound that you hear pretty much around the clock, and that sound is this. It's that. No matter if you're taking a nap, they're mowing. If you're sleeping in the morning, they're mowing. And the other sound you might be hearing, there's a mating call. It's these little animals they have wandering around our neighborhood over where we are. Have you guys seen these birds? Like their knees are bent the other way when they walk. And it's a T-Rex, actually. I think it's prehistoric. Now, there are some things that we did today. We had a day off, and I'm rooming with Ben and Rianne. They're in one wing, and Emilio and I are in 2 separate wings over on the side. But we all got together today, and we went to Walmart, and that's my ride there at the bottom, and they all hitched on. It took a while to get there, but Brianne pushed us. And then we were there shopping, and Ben was there looking for some stuff and found a cherry. So I have a feeling, when I saw that, that cherry won't be hanging in that aisle too long. You may be getting it on stage one day. Also, to the things we were looking for, we were in the frozen food section. I don't know if you can see this. I zoomed in on it. Ben was there to pick up some talent. He needed a pound of talent, so he went to the entertaining section up there. They actually have, that's a very nice lady, by the way, too. She asked me what the hell I was doing with the camera. And I said, I'm taking a photo of you from my archives. That's the entertaining section. And we don't have that in Mississippi. I guess that's a big deal here in Florida. Now, there's a lot of things that it takes to go into doing this. Cote, I just had a drone take this next picture. That's Cote's trucks that he owns. He owns 24 semis. And all the guys on stage that you'll be seeing this weekend, they're all certified over-the-road drivers, and everybody takes a semi home, and then you bring the equipment to the next festival. It's really nice the way they do that. Now, there is a moment I wanted to I see a light of cherries on back there. Oh my goodness, I love our cherries. I want to inspire. I really do. I want to inspire you. So I worked up some inspirational things for you, and I wanted you to take a look at them. The first one is about collaboration, because this whole festival is about people collaborating. So the best of us have to carry the rest of us. Collaboration. The turtle is Cote. The frog is Jeff. And the snail is Alex. And he's also navigator because he's highest. Okay. Now, we're here about Elvis, and that is a legacy that we all protect. And the legacy, it took millions of years to create something this extraordinary. You have about 74. It's a little death-inspired. I knew that one was going to bomb. Okay, next up. You have to have one of those just to make the other ones funnier. We love achievements here. And the achievement, if you can do anything you set your mind to when you have vision, determination, and an endless supply of expendable labor. Kind of like a festival. Next up, teamwork. It's all about the team. It's all about mediocrity. It takes a lot of time, and most people won't notice the difference until it's too late anyway. So mediocrity. Why not? Who cares, right? If we don't know the lyrics, just sing. Just sing. Help us out. Next up, teamwork. A few harmless flakes working together can unleash an avalanche of destruction. That's what we all are. We're individual flakes coming together. And finally, we have the challenge of what we're doing here. Expected times like this, but never thought they'd be so bad, so long, and so frequent. And finally, an age a lot of us are. Here we are in Florida. We're thinking about retirement. That would just leave more time to go to festivals, because you've given so much of yourself to the company that you don't have anything left we can use. Retirement. Hopefully, those of you who are retired can join our team and travel the country and the world with us as we put on these festivals. Right now, though, we want to bring out our first couple of guests, and it's two of the guys here that are making this thing happen. One of them's been back there running these slides for me. We're going to bring him out. But first of all, let's bring out the boss, Cote Deonath. That's a very loud hat. And next up, Please welcome Alex Mitchell. Oh, he smells good too. Wow. Oh my gosh.
Your face is very hard.
Well, stop that. It's these guys have been running around and been here, like you guys were doing this stuff yesterday too. I mean, setting up and getting everything going. You're back there running video and all kinds of stuff. Cote, you're everywhere, taking care of us and taking care of you and answering phones and selling tickets. I think you might have driven the ice cream truck over here. I'm not sure because you're doing everything else. Tell me about, because we wanted to talk about this, because we're doing a weird thing in conversations, and we're going to talk. So we're going to converse. Yeah. ETA festivals. That's where we go. ETAfestivals.com. That's where everybody goes to find out what you're doing, us included. Well, how did this? You didn't wait to become an ultimate to start this. You started this whole idea years ago. So tell me how that started. You could just make a living just doing other people's festivals.
Yes, absolutely. Yes. We're off to a great start.
So why did you want to do this?
To do it right, I feel like there was a lot of different things going on in our Elvis world, and I wanted to do it for the Elvis fans, most importantly. And I really did. And I wanted to do it for my guys, my boys, and, you know, to treat them with respect and to pay them accordingly. Because, you know, I've worked in the business much like everybody else has, and I just think that there was a lot of respect and dedication that needed to be shown to you guys and the boys, truly. And we did this show 7 years ago, right here in this very building. It was only one night, and it just kicked off this tsunami of where we're at now. I mean, good Lord, we're 7 years into this, man. And 7 years of Elvis the Summer Festival. And I couldn't have done it without, like you said, the amazing team. And we use that term so often, and it's so true. You know, you have to have the right people in the right places. And it truly is a huge blessing. And there was a saying that I heard in, of all places, the new Celine Dion documentary. If you haven't seen it, it's incredible. And she said, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. And that spoke to my heart. And so I think that's where we're at, man. We're here together. Absolutely.
And here 7 years, but then you started going all over the country with these festivals.
Yes.
And taking your team with you.
Taking everybody.
Yeah.
Even you, virtually.
Virtually, yes.
We had him. It was on the screen.
Yeah, traveled like 5 million miles flown, so if he has to fly,
Yeah, I'm a 3 million miler. I don't ever want to get on another airplane, so I drive everywhere. I need to get a John Madden bus or something to do it. But for you in planning these festivals, what do you look for? What kind of market? And you guys collaborate together on these things. And Alex, you've really been a part of the visual element of this festival. I know you're a tech person. You talked me and Jeff into a podcast, for God's sake.
that means I'm a nerd.
I still don't understand how it works, but somehow it ends up on my phone and I can listen to it. So
I have like 6 reel-to-reels. Just
Oh, you have a reel-to-reel.
going. I do, yeah.
Yeah.
What is reel to reel?
Oh, honey. You ever see a cassette tape?
Yeah.
Okay, it's like that, just bigger.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's like a VHS.
What was the question?
Oh.
There wasn't one. I'm just talking. Bring out the hula hoops. No, what we want to do.
This is not another. Listen, if this is another Tupelo, all I came here to do was talk.
For you guys working together, there's the visual element of the festival. You guys always find themes for these shows. And I mean, the things that you do, that you put together, there are times on stage, and it's happened, I've seen it, when a video that you've put up somehow magically gets coordinated with what's happening on stage. And I can hear everybody just, when it happens like
Sometimes it's getting lucky, pushing the play button when the band starts, or I'm sitting there watching a little slider go and like, no, not yet, no, not yet.
Yeah.
So I love that. What was it, one time we were here a couple of years ago, and it was the anniversary of Gabe Balthazar.
Yes, growing up watching Aloha from Hawaii, I was always fascinated by the gentleman, the African American who was the flute player that had the solo in American Trilogy, because I thought, this guy didn't get enough credit. This guy, a flute is an incredibly difficult instrument to play, because I used to sit in front of them in band. I was playing saxophone, the flutes were right behind me. And you can, it's like blowing into a Coke bottle. It's really difficult. Here's a guy, I mean, sure, Elvis is a billion people, but he's Elvis. This guy, all night, is thinking, I got that flute solo coming up in American Trilogy. And he did it. And flawlessly. And we looked him up, and he had passed away the year before. And we were doing Trilogy here for the anniversary of Aloha. And I said, I would love, can we at some point put a picture of him up, still? And you said, no, we can do the video. And you said, this video? And he showed me on his phone, he showed me the video of Gabe playing the thing. And I said, yeah, can you just freeze that and put that up? You know, he goes, no, it's in the video now. I go, well, when are you going to do that? And he had done it while he was showing it to me.
I screen recorded it while I was showing it to you, and then put it right in, and just you hit that little sideways triangle at the right time. And that's what this whole thing's built on.
But that's what I'm talking about. Your team, those little bitty things like that they bring to you to make the shows better for everybody out there.
It's a team effort, and a prime example of that was this past month in Collinsville, Illinois. Who was in Collinsville? Well, you guys have to go to Collinsville. I know you're in Florida. You're as south as you can go, but I mean, you guys got to make it to Collinsville. It was one of our best festivals, and one of the prime examples of what we do as a team is, you know, we all have these crazy ideas, and we get the ideas, just like where Tom gets his ideas for Nashville Elvis Festival, from the man himself. I mean, he had the best source material ever. And I don't know how we keep...
There's so much.
There's so much, and we joke about it behind the scenes so much. It's like, how many times can you retell the same story? And the answer is endlessly. It's endless. You know what I mean? And you know, the ending of this show, Elvis Walk a Mile in My Shoes, which is kind of the version of what we started, the Elvis story at Nashville Elvis Fest. And we did a night with Elvis here. We're doing it again this weekend. It's called Elvis Unchained. So it's never really done being told. And Eddie, our sound man, shout out to Poppy Eddie for making it sound so good. We're so glad to have him here. And he was like...
That's his sombrero, by the way, so he won't stop that.
Oh.
No, it's not.
No, it's not. No, so we
That sombrero looks like the mediocrity poster. You see that?
it made every single microphone on this.
That's the leaning tower of Poppy back there.
Yes, absolutely. No, so the ending of the show, you know, you go through all the eras, and obviously we know how it ends. And Tom, you said it best. We started at the end to get to the beginning, and Jesse Aaron was paying tribute to 1977, and we ended it. He did How Great Thou Art, and it went black, and then we put the focus back on the man. The reason why we're all here is Elvis, Eric Presley. Nothing else. And I mean that without a shadow of a doubt. And if you're not here for Elvis, then you're in the wrong place, ladies and gentlemen. Because that's why we're here. It's for Elvis Aaron Presley. And Eddie, I was like, we're going to come back and sing Can't Help Falling in Love. He goes, you can't come back and sing Can't Help Falling in Love after Elvis sings Unchained Melody. And I was like, you're right. 100% right. And Joshua, our financial advisor, was like, why doesn't every member of the band put a rose on the mic stand, center stage, with just 2 spotlights on it as Elvis sings? And that was how the whole entire festival ended. And it was the most beautiful thing I think I have ever been witness to. And it just brings it back to the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Elvis Aaron Presley. And that's why we have the best dang team in the business, ladies and gentlemen. That's why and I'm so grateful for it, man. And it just happens. There's no rhyme or reason for it.
Everybody contributes, and every idea is valid, and every idea can inspire the next idea. You know, I had been dreaming for years in the gospel show in Nashville to do Life. And I just thought, this is such a cool song. Nobody does it. There's so many verses. And I started counting how I could do it. And I'm like, I've got just enough guys that each guy can do a verse. And just the weight of it is not on any one person. And everybody was like, yep, let's do it.
You should have seen us backstage.
Yeah.
We're going.
Everlasting.
We didn't rehearse that, though.
Yeah, no, that was perfect synchronization right there. That was.
And I think people mistake the fact, you guys do sound check just to make sure the microphones work. Other than that, we don't rehearse any of this. You guys rehearse your performances on your own time, the band rehearses, but as far as the coordination of what we do up here, your team setting the stage, setting, my Charlie Hodge microphone over there, everybody kind of knows where they got to go. And that's the part I wish you could see backstage. The part that I love the best is when a show starts and I'm about to walk out on stage and Cote will come by and go, let's do it. And I start it and I walk out and get it and set the guys up and then the next guy. And then we walk off stage and it's like, okay, Alex is in control now. Alex is flying the plane. And then Alex hands it off to the next person. And that's what I love about this. That everybody's got their thing. And you never worry about, is somebody going to be there? They're there, they're ready to go. That's the part that's amazing. So what do you want to do? What do you want to do? Like I wanted to do Life and I got my dream. What do you want to do with your career, in a show, an idea, anything? I think I know what yours is.
Mine?
Yeah.
I want to know what you think.
Come on, Tommy.
I think it's about time you become an ultimate champion. So.
That would be great. There is what amazes me, there's almost more opportunity to compete for the ultimate overseas than there is in the U.S. So I'm thankful for people that are still doing stuff, like Cote and Jeff, just the first and last chances back. I'm going to be at the EP Continentals next weekend in Kissimmee and try to get back in the ultimate.
Yeah.
That's the goal.
Maybe it's like going to a Taylor Swift show in Europe. It's cheaper to go to Europe from here than it is seeing it here.
Isn't that crazy?
That's weird.
The photographer in Nashville, Lily, she went to see Taylor Swift in Poland because it was cheaper than going here. Isn't that crazy? That's wild. Any Taylor Swift fans out there? That's more than I thought. But that is the goal. This is what I wanted to do my entire life, and just having that title means so much. It's something we all strive for.
Yeah. And Cote, for you, what's the thing that's still out there?
We're living in that.
Yeah.
Continuing the legacy. That's what I want to keep doing.
Yeah.
That's what I want. I want to remind generations of what it's like to experience a sliver of what he was and bring new generations to what we're doing and who he was. And that's the biggest thing on my docket right now.
And you've got newer people because of the movie. A lot of us were already on the train, but a lot of people got on at that stop with Austin Butler and Baz Luhrmann and Tom
They said,
Hanks.
"Did you know?" I said, "I've been knowing all my life, man. Where have you been?"
Yeah. Welcome.
Welcome.
Yeah, welcome.
Come, we have cookies.
Well, yeah, and an ice cream.
Peanut butter and banana sandwiches as well.
We have an ice cream.
Don't knock it until you try
We
it.
have an ice cream truck, for God's sakes.
I thought you said there was an ice cream maker. I was like,
Well, there is.
"Where?"
It's in the truck.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's the guy scooping. He's the maker.
Oh.
You gotta have a scooper.
Hardly know her. I think he suffered a mild cardiac event at some point. You're killing him today with the jokes. He's enjoying your humor, Tom.
Oh, wow. I'm so not used to that. I'm married, so... she never watches these videos, don't worry about it. For you, these festivals, yes, but you still have a career going. So I don't know how you are doing what you're doing with coordination between all of these things. Because I look up, you got a show in Louisiana coming up.
Yes, absolutely. I don't know either.
Yeah.
Yes, it's a blur. Honestly, it goes back to the teamwork. It really does. I'm very blessed to say that since I was 2, my family has always been so supportive of what I'm doing and what we're doing, and my mom and my dad and my late grandmother and grandfather, always very supportive. My sister and everybody, my girlfriend, I mean, all of them are just so supportive, while also doing and living their lives as well, which I just think they're all superheroes, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think that takes a village. That's all I gotta say. It takes a village to be able to do both.
And the thing is that we end up most of the time where we're supposed to be. You know, there's a song from a movie called, it's about, every step I took, I wouldn't change a thing because it got me to where I needed to be. Every mistake I made, everything, I was preparing for a job like this growing up in Tupelo in the 60s, buying Elvis records at the record store and reading everything I could get before you could pick up something and get it immediately. I went to the library and looked up things, and I was preparing for a job I didn't know was going to exist. So it's always been something that's been a part of my life in Tupelo, and I'm sure the people that know you both are like, of course you're doing what you're doing. You're supposed to be. It needs to be people like that love the man, that are doing this. And a lot of fans that are not ETA fans don't understand that an ETA is a fan that just puts on a wig or a jumpsuit and pays tribute in that way. He's not any lesser a fan. He's more in some ways than, So it always kind of bugs me when when there are none of you, because we're here, but there are a lot of people that are like ETA poo-pooers, and I'm like, well, poo-poo. Yeah,
ETA poo-pooers. Don't be a poo-pooer of ETAs, please.
That's another scooper that you use.
There you go.
Not the ice cream one.